Hi, I am Trisha Dyka. Welcome to the Happy Empath. And this week I wanted to talk to you on what happens when those closest to us let us down and when you feel that the world is against you, the universe is against you, and nobody has your back. So, actually, just recently, I had an issue where I just felt like the world was against me. There was an issue that I had to deal with, and I'm still waiting on results and other things about this issue. And I have my up and down moments, but one of the things that at my lowest, when things don't go your way and you hit a really rough patch, where you're actually like, the universe is against me, God's against me, just everything and nothing is working out in my favor. And sometimes we don't have all the facts. Sometimes we have to wait on results. Sometimes we have to wait to really see what's going on. And it's really hard in those moments to step back and know that. So what I've done for myself, and I want to share with you, is I cry if I have to. I get frustrated if I have to. I get angry if I have to. And I allow those emotions to flow, because anytime we start resisting something, that's when it actually grows to make us a whole lot worse. And when that happens, our minds start turning a situation and creating stories about it even worse. So it's now created this huge mountain out of this potential molehill. And until you have all the factors in front of you, you can't really make a good decision on something. So one of the things that I've done for myself is let the emotions flow, journal it out, and then sometimes, depending on what the situation is, you may want to burn those pages, because it may be actually letting go of a lot of anger and resentment. So that might be something you want to do, or cut it up or something, or throw it out, but kind of like let it go. And then another thing, which is something I've been doing, is getting up and exercising. When I find that I am really frustrated, I say, all right, now I need to let these emotions out, because I can feel them being stuck in my body. So, I end up doing yoga, or one thing I would like to try also is Qigong, I think it's called. So I'm going to actually try that this weekend on YouTube. But when something happens, allow those emotions to come up, and then do something to push the emotions out as well, like that they don't get stuck in your body. And I find exercising, especially like squats, because it really seems to sometimes get stuck in a couple of areas on my body, and my root chakra is one of them. So I like to do squats, and I definitely like to do yoga, where it's flexing my my hips and my legs. That seems to really help. So it might be something for you to check out. The other thing is, it's very difficult for us when a family member lets us down, or we realize that no amount of trying to get affection, or trying to get attention, or trying to help somebody, that A, doesn't want it, or B, you find out the reality of it is they're not really, all they're interested in is getting their situation fixed. And it doesn't matter how it gets fixed, because they're going to utilize you as their resource. And those are really tough, because when it comes to family, we're always trying to fit into the society's ideal of, when it comes to family, you must do, you must give up, you must sacrifice, you must do all of these things, because it is family. Blood is thicker than water. It has taken me a long time to know blood is not thicker than water. It has taken me an even longer time to learn to say no and create boundaries, especially when it comes to family. And it's not an overnight process. Being an empath and getting all these feelings and learning to deal with it is not an overnight process. It is consistency. It is implementing implementing the tools that I share with you. It is implementing things that you figure out as well and put together for yourself. It is about learning daily. It is about honoring who you are. It is about taking care of yourself. It is really about thinking, what am I willing to tolerate? Am I willing to tolerate this behavior from my family? You know, you're feeling let down. You're feeling not loved. You're feeling that, you know, all of the things that you've done out of love for people has bitten you in the ass. So in those instances, it is about, and yes, it can be your parents, and yes, it can be your siblings, and yes, it can be your children. And it seems to be a theme lately with family that we're finding they don't have our back. So we're finding they're taking advantage of us. And some of it is we need to let them go so that they can stumble and make their own mistakes and stop trying to pick them up when they've fallen. And I do not have children, so I cannot tell you that that's the best way to go with your kids, but I can tell you that you do need boundaries. Letting anybody walk all over you is not the answer, because that will only deplete you. And when we finally give, and nothing gets back, or we're not receiving any kind of anything for it, even a thank you, you have to stop and say, what is the situation here? Yes, I know you're my family. Yes, I know you're my kid or my mom or dad. But when you're constantly giving and you find that it's more of a one-way, one-sided relationship, what do you want to do with that? How do you want to be treated, really? Do you let your friends treat you like this? Do you let yourself treat you like this? Like, these are questions I want you to start thinking about. And yes, they're your children or your parents, but someone who's had a rough time of it does not give them the ability to treat somebody else like shit. You know, I've had bad times in my life. I've had some really difficult things that I've had happen to me. But that does not give me the right to treat somebody else like shit because my life is in total chaotic upheaval. Have I done it? Yeah, I have. Have I admitted it and apologized for it? Absolutely. But it's when it's happening over and over and over again, you need to draw the line. You need to ask yourself, when does enough become enough? All right, guys. So I want, send me any questions. Send it to Trisha. If you don't want to post underneath the video, send it to Trisha at trishadaiga.com. Send me an email and let me know what questions you have. Let me know if these tools and tips, how you're working with them, how they're helping you. And absolutely remember, to help others, we need to fill up our cup first. To help others, it needs to feel good for us. We need to be able to say, yes, I want to help you, and then not resent giving that help later.